Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to dive into an incredibly important topic: how ancient spiritual teachings on wealth and money management are just as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. We'll explore what the Bible, the Quran, and other spiritual texts say about wealth, how to manage our finances, and what lessons we can learn to better navigate the financial world in the present day. We all know money plays a crucial role in our daily lives. Whether we like it or not, it's something we have to deal with. But as we'll see today, spiritual wisdom from centuries old texts can help us find a balanced and ethical approach to handling our finances with principles that apply just as much today as they did in ancient times. So let's get started. Let's begin with the Bible. The Christian scriptures offer a wealth of teachings about wealth, money, and stewardship. While some may think of wealth as inherently evil, the Bible actually speaks about money in a more nuanced way. Let's explore a few key verses. First up, we have 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. This verse is often misquoted, but notice that it says the love of money and not money itself is the problem. Money in and of itself is neutral. It's our attachment to it, the way we prioritize it over everything else, that can lead to harmful outcomes. The Bible also emphasizes the importance of giving and helping others. In Proverbs 3:9, we read, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops." The idea here is that wealth isn't just for personal gain, but should be used in service to others and in alignment with God's will. In modern terms, this could be seen as a call for generosity and responsible financial stewardship. Whether it's through charitable donations or supporting a cause close to your heart, the Bible teaches that wealth should be used for the greater good. Now, let's turn to the Quran, which offers rich guidance on wealth, financial responsibility, and generosity. In Islam, money is considered a gift from God, and there are clear instructions on how to manage it. For instance, in Surah Al-Baqarah 2261, we find the example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like a seed of grain that produces 7 ears, and each ear contains 100 grains. This verse illustrates the concept of investment, suggesting that charity and helping others will lead to abundant returns, not just in the material sense, but spiritually as well. Islam also strongly emphasizes the importance of ethical wealth acquisition and avoiding practices like usury or exploiting others. Surah Al-Baqarah 2275 says, "Those who devour usury will not stand except as stand one whom the devil has driven to madness by his touch." The Quran encourages fair trade, honest work, and the distribution of wealth in a manner that benefits everyone in society. In the context of modern day finance, this means avoiding predatory lending, ensuring fair wages, and working toward the common good. Let's broaden our view a bit. Many spiritual traditions have something to say about money and wealth. Let's take a look at a few teachings from other spiritual sources. In Hinduism, we find wisdom in the Bhagavad Gita, where chapter 16, verse 3 says, "Austerity, purity, and control of the mind and senses are the three forms of wealth that lead to liberation." The Gita teaches that true wealth lies not in material possession, but in self control and spiritual discipline. This reflects the idea that financial success shouldn't be the end in itself. Wealth is most meaningful when it's used to cultivate inner peace, generosity, and well being, and not when it becomes an obsession. Buddhism also offers a unique perspective. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha teaches, "The one who is free from desire is truly wealthy, for they do not crave what they do not have." The Buddhist view emphasizes contentment and the avoidance of attachment to material wealth. Here, the teaching is clear. Wealth isn't inherently bad, but an excessive attachment to it can lead to suffering. True happiness comes from inner peace and freedom from greed. So, how do these teachings from the Bible, Quran, etc., translate into modern day financial practices? How can we apply these timeless principles to our own financial lives? First, ethical wealth building is a key takeaway. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an investor, or simply managing your personal finances, all of these spiritual texts call for honesty, fairness, and responsibility in how we earn, spend, and distribute wealth. For example, avoid exploitative business practices such as predatory lending or overcharging. Instead, focus on adding value to others' lives, which in turn brings you success. Second, generosity. Given is emphasized in all of these traditions, whether it's through charitable donations, volunteering, or supporting social causes, being generous with your wealth can lead to spiritual and material prosperity. It's a reminder that financial abundance is not just for personal enjoyment, but for contributing to the greater good. And lastly, contentment and balance. These teachings warn against excessive attachment to wealth. In a world where consumerism runs rampant, it's easy to get caught up in the desires for more, but true wealth lies in finding balance, avoiding greed, and prioritizing what truly matters: relationships, personal growth, and spiritual well being. Applying these ancient teachings today can help us lead richer, more fulfilling lives, not just financially, but spiritually as well. So to sum it up, wealth is not inherently good or evil. It's all about how we manage it. The Bible, Quran, etc., all emphasize ethical wealth building, the importance of giving and finding balance in our desires. By applying these principles, we can navigate the financial world in a way that leads to prosperity, not just materially, but also spiritually and ethically. I hope this video gave you some very fresh perspectives on money and wealth and how ancient wisdom can guide our financial decisions today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there's a particular spiritual teaching that resonates with you most. And as usual, see you in the next video.